Ghosted from 2023 follows Cole, a charming and skilled operative, and Sadie, a woman who becomes unexpectedly entangled in a high-stakes espionage mission, as they navigate a blend of romance, danger, and unpredictable threats. The narrative explores themes of trust, relational intelligence, ethical decision-making, personal growth, and the intersection of romance and operational skill in high-pressure environments. Cole's expertise, adaptability, and relational acumen contrast with Sadie's initial naivety, impulsivity, and developing resilience, creating dynamic tension that drives both narrative and thematic exploration, illustrating how interpersonal dynamics, ethical judgment, and situational awareness shape outcomes in morally and operationally complex scenarios. The plot escalates when Cole recruits Sadie for an international espionage mission involving the recovery of a dangerous technology and confronting a clandestine threat that has global implications. This external conflict introduces both physical and ethical stakes, compelling the characters to navigate a landscape of deception, shifting alliances, and immediate danger. The narrative emphasizes the integration of cognitive skill, ethical reasoning, and relational coordination, illustrating that effective action in high-risk environments requires combining strategic foresight, moral clarity, and adaptive problem-solving. The tension between personal attraction and professional obligation adds an additional layer of complexity to decision-making. Relational dynamics are central to character development. Cole and Sadie must navigate mutual distrust, evolving attraction, and differing approaches to problem-solving, demonstrating that trust, communication, and relational intelligence are essential for successful collaboration. The evolution of their partnership highlights the integration of emotional awareness, moral discernment, and practical competence, emphasizing that interpersonal skill is as crucial as technical ability in navigating high-stakes and morally ambiguous situations. Their interactions illustrate how shared challenges and ethical dilemmas catalyze personal growth and relational bonding. The antagonist embodies systemic threat, manipulation, and ethical corruption, representing the dangers of power without accountability. The narrative emphasizes the consequences of prioritizing ambition, control, or personal gain over ethical responsibility, highlighting the protagonist's struggle to counteract both technological and relational hazards. The conflict between Cole, Sadie, and the antagonist underscores the importance of integrating cognitive skill, ethical reasoning, and relational coordination, demonstrating that operational success and moral responsibility are inseparable in high-stakes, morally complex environments. Action sequences blend espionage tactics, hand-to-hand combat, vehicular maneuvers, and technological interaction. Cole's expertise and Sadie's evolving competence illustrate the interplay between skill, ethical choice, and relational coordination in navigating unpredictable threats. These sequences emphasize that heroism and operational effectiveness require multidimensional capability, combining tactical proficiency, moral judgment, and relational intelligence. The narrative demonstrates that adaptive problem-solving and ethical clarity are critical for managing both immediate physical danger and longer-term relational and moral consequences. Psychological and ethical dimensions are explored through the characters' responses to risk, relational tension, and moral dilemmas. Cole's pragmatism and emotional insight guide decision-making under pressure, while Sadie's growth reflects the development of resilience, ethical discernment, and relational awareness. The film examines the interplay between emotion, cognition, and ethical judgment, illustrating how effective problem-solving in complex environments requires the harmonization of intelligence, moral reflection, and interpersonal skill. Characters' decisions are shaped by the need to balance personal values, relational loyalty, and operational efficacy. Romantic and relational themes are interwoven with the operational narrative, emphasizing that trust, vulnerability, and ethical negotiation are central to partnership and success. Cole and Sadie's evolving bond demonstrates how relational intelligence, empathy, and mutual respect enhance both ethical decision-making and tactical collaboration. Their partnership illustrates that relational awareness is inseparable from effective action, highlighting the narrative's emphasis on integrating personal growth, ethical responsibility, and interpersonal competence in high-stakes contexts. The climax integrates cognitive, ethical, and relational threads, as Cole and Sadie confront the antagonist to prevent the misuse of dangerous technology. Success requires coordination, trust, strategic foresight, and ethical discernment, illustrating that heroism and effectiveness in morally complex environments depend on the convergence of skill, morality, and relational intelligence. The resolution underscores the importance of trust, adaptive decision-making, and ethical clarity, demonstrating that responsible agency requires harmonizing personal values, relational commitment, and operational competence. Cinematography, visual effects, and sound design enhance immersion, suspense, and narrative clarity. Espionage sequences, action choreography, and environmental interaction are supported by visual and auditory elements that reinforce tension, ethical stakes, and relational dynamics. Musical scoring and sound cues amplify emotional engagement, character motivation, and narrative pacing, ensuring that technical execution complements thematic and psychological exploration. The integration of spectacle with ethical, relational, and cognitive themes demonstrates the film's multidimensional approach to heroism and moral agency. Ultimately, Ghosted presents a narrative in which cognitive skill, ethical reasoning, relational intelligence, and adaptive problem-solving converge within a morally, operationally, and relationally complex environment. The film emphasizes that mastery, heroism, and responsible agency arise from integrating intellect, moral clarity, emotional insight, and relational coordination. By blending action, psychological exploration, ethical inquiry, and relational complexity, Ghosted reinforces the appeal of protagonists who harmonize skill, morality, and relational awareness to navigate high-stakes, multifaceted, and morally ambiguous scenarios, illustrating that true heroism requires the alignment of personal growth, ethical responsibility, and operational competence in chaotic, high-risk contexts.